Magsisikap lahat ng kaganan ng ibang hinahangad. Palagi kong katulad na sa isang takip silim may araw na sisikat din. Aking lilipain ang iyong pagpapawin. Ang bagong pag-asa ay muling tatanawin. Among tuwa'y lahat ito'y ating makakamtan. Puspos ang pagsisikap, magbubuo isang sa isang banda may munting piling. Ibig nais niyang iparinig. Pag-aaral sa walang bahala. Ang karunungan ay siyang mas mahalaga. Walang ibang hinahangad. Wala itong katulad at sa isang takip silim ay araw na sisikat din. Aking lilipain ang iyong pagpapawin. Ang bagong pag-asa ay muling tatanawin. Among tuwa'y lahat ito'y ating makakamtan. Puspos ang pagsisikap, matutupad ang pangarap. Wala nang makakaharap, kahit pulos may humarap. Sipag at lakas ang ating hawak. Paglis ng ating paglaban, patuloy na inaangat. Pangalan ko ay siyang matutupad, matutupad.
Halina't makinig sa akin. Tamang kabalaran ang kahihinatnan natin. Bubukal sa iyong isipan, tagumpay na tatahakin. Isang pangarap na lubos, landas na iyong pagtutunguhan. Pangangat na inaasam, di mapipigil ni numan. Maaabot lahat, lahat ng iyong inaasam. Kasipagan ng sagot, salat ka man sa kayamanan. Buksan ang pahina ng mga aklat ng karunungan. Edukasyon ating kailangan, kamamangan ating iwanan. Please!
Aking lilipain ang iyong pagpapawin.
Ating tanawin,
Bagong pag-asa ay muling tatanawin.
kinabukasan pagtibayin. Pilitin mong gawin,
Puspos ang pagsisikap,
pag-asa ay yakapin.
isang
Edukasyon ang kayamanan ng kahit ninuman. Isang pangarap ang tutupad, pagsisikapan ng lahat.
puspos ang pagsisikap,
Kaya mo yun, kaibigan.
mabubuo isang pangarap.
A God-amazing day to the PNS community. We at Palawan National School form part of a society where unity and professionalism exist. As an inherent element of being a member of this society, everyone is expected to perform his or her rights with responsibility and accountability. The United Nations 1945 Charter stipulates that all human beings are born free and equal in dignity and rights. They are endowed with reasons and conscience and should act towards one another in spirit of brotherhood. Dear teachers and non-teaching personnel of Palawan National School, brothers and sisters, welcome to the 11th month of the PNS's Gender and Development webinar series. One more month and we shall celebrate our culminating activity in December 2022. Our God webinar today will focus on our rights as civil servants of the Philippines. Good morning and welcome to Your Rights Matter Civil Service Commission updates on maternity and paternity leave. I am Denard V. Budao. Join me as we go along with another meaningful discussion on matters regarding gender and development. Before we move on to our webinar proper, let us acknowledge the participants from the junior high school, senior high school, and administrative division of Palawan National School. As of 9:30 today, we have 45 participating teachers from the MAPE department, 36 from the science department, 31 from English department, 30 from Filipino department, 30 from TLE, 29 from mathematics, 26 from Araling Panlipunan, 18 from values department, and 10 from the special education program. For the senior high school, we have 15 from TVL, 41 from the humanities and social sciences, 31 from STEM, 13 from ABM, 7 from arts and design, 9 from sports track, and we have 8 participating personnel from the administrative department. Once again, good morning and welcome to this webinar series. To begin with today's God webinar, altogether, let us have the virtual singing of the Philippine National Anthem to be followed by a prayer through an audiovisual presentation. These will be immediately followed by the virtual singing of the Mimaropa March, Puerto Princesa City DepEd Hymn, Puerto Princesa Mabuhay, and PNS March.
Our ever-loving Father, the core of every reason, the source of truth. You who made the earth and the heavens are the ultimate goal of every knowledge seekers, the infinite wisdom, the cause of all that is good. We are truly grateful for this opportunity to gather together as a community despite the challenges we face each day. Yet you remained and gave us strength to carry on the responsibilities of bearing intelligence and using them for better purposes. We now humbly ask you to join us in our endeavor to explore the wonders of life in the world for knowledge's sake, that in whatever we learn today, we become more grounded to you, who is truth, who is love. We pray that you bless our speakers, the fount of your infinite knowledge, that they can share something worthwhile despite the limited time we have. They can channel all they know and share to us the beauty and truth of living as your child. We pray that you guide our participants, the seekers of your boundless knowledge, that they may continue to persevere in the search and be deemed worthy to share what they learn from today's session. Sanctify us, O Lord, not because we are worthy of it, but because we believe in your love and mercy, that at the end of the day, we can take home something that's amazing and meaningful. This we ask and pray through Christ our Lord. Amen.
Mga sangay may pangalinaw, katuan ng karunungan, tanging hangarin kay paglingkuran. Di maropa, ika'y walang napantay, mga hulog sa karagatan, pinapuklong ng pagkakaisa. Oriental, Occidental, Mindoro, lungsod ng Kalaban, Palawan, Puerto Princesa, Mundo Maring Norte, nagninindig ang iyong ganda, pag-asa ng bayan sinta. Dependiyo, Minoroka, mabuhay ka. Oriental, Occidental, Mindoro, lungsod ng Kalaban, Palawan, Puerto Princesa, Mundo Maring Norte, nagninindig ang iyong ganda, pag-asa ng bayan sinta. Dependiyo, Minoroka, Minoroka, mabuhay ka. Minoroka, 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 dito sa kagawaran ng edukasyon ng Puerto Princesa, kami ay nagkakaisa. Ika'y walang kapantay sa pagbabago ng buhay ng mga kabataan. Ikaw ay kagapay, laging handang magbigay ng serbisyong tapat at tunay. Noon naman hanggang ngayon, ikaw ay sandigan, isusulong ang karunungan sa magandang kinabukasan. Kaya tayo'y magkaisa, kabataan ang pag-asa, programang
To set the tone of today's activity, let us listen to Miss Lorna A. Kiatzon, the God focal person for the junior high school and the officer in charge of the junior high school assistant principal, for her welcome remarks. Take it away, Ma'am Lawrence.
Buhay po sa ating lahat. Magandang buhay po sa ating mga kagalang-galang na panauhin. Director 2 ng Civil Service Commission, Ma'am Rowena M. Cunanan at Ma'am Emily P. Platero ng branch
Okay, so this is the reality of virtual activity. So while we are waiting for Mom Lorna, she will be fixing some technical glitches. We will be moving on to the next speaker. The head of the school will now be delivering his inspirational message. And without further ado, let us welcome the ever dynamic and the steadfast principal of Palawan National School, Dr. Eduardo G. Santos.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Palawan National School. Most especially, of course, to our speaker this morning with the theme maternity and paternity leave. Well, of course, it's been a long time that this maternity and paternity leave paminsan nagiging problema ng ibang mga school. But here in Palawan National School, of course, I would like to let you know that this leave, maternity and paternity, ay talagang sinusunod natin with regards to the policies, of course, being implemented by the Department of Education and as well, of course, as the civil service. But with this, maririnig natin ngayon kung ano ba yung mga updates pa, kung ano pa yung mga bagay na dapat malaman ng mga teachers with the director of the Civil Service Field Office here in Palawan, si Director Rowena M. Cunanan. And I just do hope that with her expertise in this topic, of course, lahat ng yung mga nag-aagam-agam, lahat ng mga gustong magtanong, maliwanagan, ito na yung pagkakataon natin. Lahat tayo ay merong, syempre, mga gustong maitanong para maliwanagan tayo. Tanong natin yung mga otoridad, yung authority with regards to this a very important topic, lalo na yung mga bago pa lang sa serbisyo, yung mga newly hired teachers na mayroon ng binabalak na lumagay sa tahimik. Ito na yung pagkakataon, ito na yung panahon para maitanong natin sa isang napakagaling na speaker kung ano pa yung mga benepisyo, yung mga privileges natin, at lahat ng mga bagay na makabubuti para sa pagiging public servants natin. Particularly tayong mga teachers, especially here in Palawan National School. And I just do hope that with this God webinar, so pang ilang buwan na nga ba natin ito? Pang 11, sabi nga ni Denard kanina, malapit nang matapos yung calendar year 2021. At sa December, meron tayong culminating activity regarding this God program of Palawan National School. Of course, spearheaded dyan ng mga God School Coordinator natin, sila Lorna, or si Vilma ng Senior High School, and the rest, of course, of all the department heads and public and subject group heads ng senior high school. And I just do hope that with this webinar ay lahat ay magiging kumbaga kampante na, magiging mas naintindihan na natin yung may kaugnayan sa maternity and paternity leave. O kaya yung sinasabi ko nga sa inyo, yung pakikinig ay napaka-importante. So lahat ng mga bagay na talagang medyo malabo pa sa isipan natin hanggang ngayon po, pwede nating itanong yan kay Director para mas maging mabunga, mas maging makabuluhan yung yung programa ng Gender and Development ng Palawan National School. And of course, I just do hope that again with this webinar ay mas magiging maayos yung magiging takbo ng mga programs natin, particularly ng God program. And of course, I just would like to congratulate yung mga nangunguna dito. Uulitin ko sila Lorna, sila Vilma, of course, yung OIC ng senior high school, and the rest of the PNS personnel, particularly, of course, our teachers. Ito po ay para sa inyo. Kaya inaasahan ko na yung masusing pakikinig natin ay gagawin natin sa loob ng panahon na nagbibigay ng mga makabuluhan at magandang paliwanag ang ating butihing director na si Director Rowena Cunanan. Mga kasama sa Palawan National School, ito na yung pagkakataon natin para mas maging makabuluhan at makatotohanan yung ginagawa nating paglilingkod, lalo na tayo ay mga civil servants ng Department of Education. Thank you so much and good luck everyone. God bless.
Thank you so much, Sir Ed, for the inspirational message. Now let's go back to Ma'am Lorna Kiatson, the God focal person for the junior high school and the officer in charge of the junior high school assistant principal, to welcome us all in this program. Once again,
Okay.
take it away.
Muli, maraming salamat Sir Denard, paumanhin at naputol kanina. So magandang buhay po sa ating lahat at magandang buhay po sa ating mga kagalang-galang na panauhin, si Director 2 ng Civil Service po, Ma'am Rowena M. Cunanan, at kay Ma'am Emily P. Platero po ng branch head po ng Pag-ibig Fund, Puerto Princesa City. At gayon din po kila Ma'am Kaina K. Galarita, Accounting Support Assistant under Marketing Sales ng Department po ng Puerto Princesa City. Magandang umaga po sa inyong lahat. At syempre, hindi ko po makakalimutang batiin ang aming pong kapita-pitagang punong guro ng Palawan National School, Dr. Eduardo G. Santos. At ang aking mga kasamahan sa Palawan National School, magandang umaga po at magandang buhay po sa ating lahat. Maraming salamat po sa ating mga panauhin dahil kami po ay inyong napaunlakan at napagbigyan po sa kabila ng dami ng inyong mga ginagawa at dami ng trabaho na isingit nyo pa po kami. Kaya maraming salamat po doon. Gayon din po sa mga kasamahan ko na simula Enero ay sinamahan na kami sa aming God activities. Hanggang ngayon po, 11th month na po tayo ng ating God, ay naririyan pa rin po kayo at patuloy na nakikiisa sa lahat ng ating mga gawain. Ngayong araw pong ito, naway mabigyan tayo ng pagkakataon na maunawaan nating mabuti at ating mapakinggan ang lahat ng mga ibabahagi sa atin ng ating resource speaker mula po ngayong umaga hanggang mamayang hapon po. Naway tumimo po ito hindi lang sa ating isipan, kundi sa ating mga puso. Hindi ko na po pahahabain pang aking sasabihin, manatili po tayong makinig ng may pag-unawa. Sa lahat po ng resource speaker, muli maraming salamat po. Magandang umaga po sa inyong lahat at magandang buhay.
Thank you so much, Ma'am Lorna, for welcoming us all to this activity. Before we proceed to the highlight of this morning's webinar, it is worthwhile that we get to know who our resource speaker for today will be. To do the introduction of the guest speaker, may I call in Miss Caroline A. Blas, Head Teacher 6 of the English Department.
Cabanatuan City, Nueva Ecija. She graduated at the Wesleyan University, Philippines with a bachelor's degree in accountancy in 1985. In 2012, she earned her master's degree in business administration, also at Wesleyan University, Philippines. And last year, 2020, she finished her Master's of Human Resource Management at the University of Newcastle in New South Wales, Australia, as a scholar para sa bayan under the auspices of the Australia Reward Scholarships and the Philippine government. Being a certified public accountant by profession, she started her career as an internal auditor in multinational corporation. However, realizing the passion to be a person for others was her greater calling. She joined the government service in 2021 as the regional accountant at the Civil Service Commission Regional Office Number 4. She rose steadily from the ranks as she accepted the challenges of varied promotional assignments in the Civil Service Commission that took her from being an accountant to becoming a human resource and organization development specialist. Coupled with a burning passion for public service, she accepted yet another challenge to become a director too of the Civil Service Commission Palawan Field Office in January 2021. Ladies and gentlemen, it's my honor to present to you our speaker this morning, Director 2, Rowena M. Cunanan, or simply Weng to friends and colleagues. Our warm virtual welcome to you, ma'am. Good day and God bless everyone.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you, Ma'am Caroline. This is the first time that I will be using this platform. I hope I am getting through and I am loud and clear. How do I see the reaction of the participants? I guess I will not be able to see the packs. Tama po ba? So, I have a couple of PNS personnel, officials to thank for with this endeavor. I was invited last 2 months ago pa po, September, by Miss Nelia. It so happened na alam nyo naman ang civil service during September. Yan po ang ating civil service month, ang ating anniversary. So super hectic. And may remnants pa last month for October. So it was only now na nagkatagpo-tagpo po ang ating schedule, and this will not be possible if not for the efforts of our admin officer, Ms. Nelia, and syempre po our principal, Sir Eduardo Santos. Good morning, sir. Ma'am Lorna Kiatson, ano po, sa ating GAD coordinator and the OIC of the junior high school. And Sir Alfredo Alfil Camacho, who is the assistant principal for senior high school. The other department heads na nandito po ngayon from the different, how do I say this, subjects pa rin po ba? Subject pa rin ang tawag natin? Or strand or track? I'm really not familiar with the terms na po of DepEd. Magandang umaga po sa ating lahat, sa mga teachers na nandito ngayon, sa ating admin officers. Hindi ko na po kayo kaya sigurong isa-isahin. Magandang umaga po muli. Old po, and I'm very happy dun sa in-announce kanina ni Sir Principal, Sir Eduardo Santos, na at the PNS ay talaga namang pinapractice ang maternity leave at paternity leave. So I guess by saying that, it means na sumusunod po sa batas ang PNS at binibigay ang karapatan ng ating lahat ng mga empleyado ng DepEd, teachers or non-teachers man po. So, to enforce kung ano man po yung knowledge na natin before, no, this is not new, maternity leave is not new, as well as paternity leave, meron na po yan, pero ang maternity leave po ay enhanced pa po through CMC number 5 series of 2021. So, unless you have some clarifications po before I proceed with my presentation, or can we start na po? Sir Alexis, maybe we can share na the PowerPoint. So as I've said, I will discuss CSC 5 series of 21, which is the amendment to our omnibus rules on leave. So what are the legal basis po? Just a review, meron po tayong omnibus rules on leave, which is you can find in MC 41 series of 1998. However, mas pinalawig pa po ang ating maternity leave. Kaya CSC thought of creating a new memorandum circular, which is MC5 series of 2021. And we include amendments to the maternity leave, particularly sections 11 to 18 of RA number 11 to 10 and its IRR. In-incorporate na rin po natin ang paternity leave. Before po kasi sa Omnibus Rules on Leave, wala pong paternity leave, naka-stand alone ang ating policy on maternity leave, which we can find in RA number 8187. Another incorporation po, another amendment is the inclusion of adoption leave. Pero we will limit po our discussion on maternity leave and paternity leave today. Can we move to the next? So, ayan po, as I have said, isa po sa ating legal basis ay ang IRR, which was signed on May 1, 2019. It was Labor Day in Pampanga. Actually, ang proponent po nito, in 2019 po, the President of the Senate is Tito Soto and the House Speaker is Gloria Macapagal-Arroyo. It was approved by President Duterte on... can we move to the next one? Ayan. It was approved on Feb 20, 2019. It was published on February 23, 2021. And ang effectivity po is 15 days after its publication, which was on March 11, 2021. No, I'm sorry. 2019 po, pareho ito. Date set of February 23, 2019 and March 11, 2019. Medyo may typo error lang na dito na siguro yung nag-update, no po? The IRR was signed on May 1, 2019. So, manonotice nyo po, mas late na issue ang IRR than the effectivity. Effective na po yung ating expanded maternity leave on March 11, 2019. I repeat ha, may typo error lang po. It's not 2021. It's on March 11, 2019. Effective na po ang ating EMLA or the expanded maternity law before pa po napirmahan ang IRR or on May 1, 2019. That's why meron po tayong transitory provisions which I will discuss later on. For the scope and coverage, nasa RA po and in the MC. So lahat po ng constitutional bodies, and it means kasama po ang Civil Service Commission, departments, bureaus, and agencies of the national government. So hindi po, kasama po ang DepEd being a national government agency, and all other agencies, government agencies and instrumentalities, GOCCs, LGUs, SUSCs. Wala po tayong hindi isinama. So inclusive po lahat, even the appointive officials and employees in the career and non-career service, including po ang ating mga local officials, elected officials, local elective officials po. Yung mga nahalal po kasama rin po sila sa magkakaroon ng expanded maternity leave. Next slide po, Sir Alex. So, ano ang bago sa ating maternity leave? Ang maternity leave po ay nag-grant to all female employees regardless of civil status, employment status, length of service, legitimacy of the child, and manner of child delivery. As compared to the previous policy po, ang ginagrantan lang ng maternity leave, hindi po lahat ng empleyado, hindi po kasama ang contractual. Pero ngayon, with the passage of the EMLA, lahat na po ng empleyadong babae ng ng gobyerno ay entitled na po to maternity leave. At ang isa pang pinakabago at napaka generous na ginawa ng ating EMLA, di ba sanay lang tayo na ang mga tatay ay paternity leave. Ang nakaka-avail lang ng maternity leave ay yung mga nanganak, yung mga nanay. But with EMLA, may maternity leave na rin po yung tatay. O, nakaka-amaze, di ba? Bakit may maternity leave ay lalaki? Di-discuss natin mamaya. So, for paternity leave, ito ngayon, mag-grant po natin siya to married. Yun lang. Hanggang ngayon, married pa rin po. Hindi pa rin po natin nire-relax yung rule na pwede siya sa unmarried fathers. No? Married lang po pagka paternity leave. Male employees for the first four deliveries lang po. And, ito, baka makulit kami. Sinabi ng married, sinabi pa sa underline, legitimate spouse or wife. Ano pa? So, wala na pong lusot ha. Married na, legitimate spouse and wife pa ang kailangan na nag-deliver. So, I don't know kung medyo redundant na ito, but I guess this is just for emphasis na kailangan po para ma-avail ang paternity leave ay ang ating anak, ang anak ng lalaki ay ipapanganak ng kanyang legal na asawa. Next po. So, for MC5 series of 2021, ang mga may changes lang po compared to CSC-MC number 41 series of 1998 ay definition of terms, Rule 1, and then Rule 16, Section 11 to 20. For the definition of terms, yan po ang ating Rule 1. Binago po, tinwik po ng konti ang tatlong terminologies. First of which is pregnancy. This is more, this is clearer. The definition of pregnancy in MC5 series of 2021 is clearer than the definition provided in CSC MC41 series of 1998. So for pregnancy, the new definition is it refers to the period from the conception up to the time before actual delivery of birth of a child, miscarriage, or emergency termination of pregnancy. Somewhat similar din po dun sa ating previous MC, pero this time it's clearer. If you can find time po, after our orientation, you can grab a copy of CSC MC41 and you compare the definition of pregnancy between the two policies, you can see po na it's clearer now kung ano ba yung ibig sabihin natin ng pregnancy. Kasi dun sa previous MC po, meron pang condition na inilagay. For CSC MC5, series of 2021, it's simply the definition lang po, dinefine na siya, no other condition. The next terminology po that we will define is maternity leave. Again, na-define naman na po ito doon sa CSC-MC 41, but ang nakalagay po doon is the number of days na wala pa po yung expanded maternity. So 60 days lang po. Now 105 days na po ang nakalagay sa ating definition. So it refers to the leave of absence. Can we just go back, sir, to the maternity leave? Leave of absence for pregnant female government employees for 105 days. Ayan na po. Pero may kolatilya ha, 105 days lang po kung nanganak na buhay yung bata. Kung stillborn, 60 days lamang po ang maiaalaw natin na maternity leave. Sige po, doon na tayo sa next, which is paternity leave. This refers to the leave of absence for married male government employees for 7 days with full pay to enable them to lend care and support to their legal spouses before, during, and after childbirth, as the case may be, and assist in rearing of the newborn child. So again, inulit ko po sa pang-apat na pagkakataon na nga yata ito, legal spouses lang po. Yung meron lang pong legal na asawa ang pinapayagan nating magkaroon ng paternity leave. Now yun po yung tatlo na tinweak po or inamend ang definition. It's clearer now. Pero nag-include po tayo ng other terminologies that we need to define. Ito po yung mga sumusunod. Additional maternity leave benefits. Wala po ito sa Rule 1 ng MC41. Kasi nga po, bago po ito, in 2019 lang nagkaroon tayo ng additional maternity leave benefits. At sino po ang entitled dito? Yung mga solo parent. So, ang mga nanay, mga babae na manganganak, magkakaroon ng 105 days na maternity leave. At kung nanganak ka na ikaw ay solo parent, magkakaroon ka pa po ng 15 days additional maternity leave benefits. This is provided for by the Solo Parents Welfare Act of 2000. In-incorporate natin na po sa ating maternity leave para isa na lang ang Bible natin ngayon sa lahat ng leave. Iyon po ay ang CSC MC5 Series of 2021. Another bagong term po sa ating MC, extended maternity leave. So, before 60 days ka na magkakaroon ng maternity leave, kung hindi ka papapasok, it will be charged against your sick leave or vacation leave, or kung wala ka na pong leave, ma-LWAP ka na, absent ka na. But for this EMLA, Expanded Maternity Leave Act, meron ka pa pong chance na mag-extend ng iyong maternity leave up to 30 more days. Kaya lang po, without pay na yon. The difference now, kung before naman, i-allow ka rin na mag-leave, kahit leave without pay, ang difference, hindi po i-consider na gap in the service kung ano man yung mai-incur mong leave without pay kung mag-extend ka ng another 30 days. Option po ng mga nanay na i-charge yon sa kanyang SL or VL, or kung wala na po, magiging leave without pay pero hindi po siya gap in the service. Napaka-generous. Ano po? Napaka-liberated ng ating EMLA. Next po, another bago, allocation of maternity leave credits. Siguro baka may narinig na kayo na naka-avail nito, tatay, naka-avail siya ng 14 days na maternity leave. That's not true. 7 days pa rin po ang maternity leave, pero pwede kang mag-leave ng 14 days kasi inallocatean ka ng maternity leave ng iyong asawa. So it refers to the option of female employee to allocate a maximum of 7 days of the 105-day expanded maternity leave to the child's father, or in case of his death, absence, or incapacity, to an alternate caregiver. Mamaya po i-define natin kung ano yung alternate caregiver naman. Next terminology po. Prenatal care. So, this is very obvious, no? Refers to the portion of the maternity leave of not more than 45 calendar days prior to delivery. Ano po ang essence ng pag-define natin ng prenatal care? Mamaya, i-discuss natin sa availment of maternity leave kasi pwede po tayong mag-avail ng maternity leave in advance. So, dito po natin makikita how advanced tayo pwedeng mag-avail ng maternity leave 45 days before the delivery. Pwede na po tayong mag-maternity leave. Kaya po dinefine natin ang prenatal care. Next. Siyempre, kung may prenatal, meron tayong postnatal care, and it refers to the portion of the maternity leave of not less than 60 calendar days after delivery to allow the female worker to rest and recuperate from child delivery, as well as to provide her an opportunity to breastfeed and bond with her newborn child. So if you add the prenatal care of 45 days and the postnatal care of 60 days, yun po nagtototal ang ating maternity leave benefit, which is 105 days. Next po. Permanent incapacity. Bakit natin kailangang i-define ang permanent incapacity sa ating maternity leave? This is because pwede nga po tayong mag-allocate sa ating partner or sa ating alternate caregiver ng ating maternity leave. And it refers to complete physical, mental, or psychological deficiency, disability, or illness, which renders a parent incapable of complying with parental obligations. Ito po, mind you ha, it should be certified by a competent medical practitioner. So, in case po na ma-declare na permanent incapacitated ang nanay, pwede niya pong i-allocate ang kanyang maternity leave. So, yun lang po ang mga bago sa ating bagong terminologies that were defined in CSCMC 5. So, let's go na po dun sa ating mismong palisiya. Wow, so sorry naman ha, before that, may question pala muna to test kung meron pa bang nakikinig sa atin. I can't see the participants po eh. Maybe Sir Alex can see them, no? Ito po. Question number 1. Casual employees are paid on a daily wage basis. They are not entitled to the expanded maternity leave granted under RA 11210. Is it true or false? Can you type the answer to the comment section? Tama po ba? Comment section ng ating FB Live. May nagsasagot na po ba? I hope Nelia can track those who will answer correctly para we can give prize naman po dun sa mga nag-participate at nakakuha ng tamang sagot. So this is our first question for the day. Hindi raw entitled ang casual employees kasi daily wage rate ang binibigay natin sa kanila. Is it true or false? Sir
Hi, ma'am.
Bernard,
Good
may nagsagot na
morning.
ba?
Yes, we can see the responses of our participants. Most of them said false. Actually,
False.
all of them said false.
All of them. Wow. Parang hindi nyo na ako kailangan. Because the correct answer is, we can find it in the next slide. Sir Alexis, sige lang. Another slide. Nagligay talaga ako ng empty slide eh. Just in case na ma-accidenting maklik agad. So the answer is, one more. Ayan, false. So tama po lahat ng nagsabi ng false. Why? Kasi lahat po ng employees ay included na sa ating maternity leave. Baka magtatanong mamaya, how about JOs and contract of service? They are not considered as employees po eh. They're not considered as government employees. So, hindi po sila entitled dun sa ating maternity leave benefit na binibigay sa government employees, pero entitled sila sa government benefit, sa maternity leave benefit na binibigay ng SSS because they are considered as part of the informal economy. Kung nag-contribute po sila sa SSS and then sa PhilHealth, dun po sila makaka-claim. But not to the agency na pinagsiservan po nila. So next slide po, we are now moving on to the meat of the discussion. Section 11 na po of Rule 16. Ito na ngayon yung bago. 105 days na po for live childbirth. So it means kailangan po buhay ang ipinanganak para maka-avail ng 105 days. So kung sasabihin, kung miscarriage or stillborn yung baby, 60 days lang po ang ma-avail. And then we will also grant 15 days for solo parents. So for solo solo parents, they have 120 days maternity leave benefit. Ano po ang gagamitin na form? Yung Form 6 pa rin po, but this has been revised in 2020. So kung yung wala pa pong revised version ng form, mata-download nyo po sa CSC website. Ulitin po, revised 2020 na po ang ating CS form number 6 na gagamitin. Kung meron pong question, siguro ibibigay na lang sa akin, no? I-chat na lang po sa comment section ng ating FB. Then, I think after the orientation na lang po maibibigay sa akin ni Sir Alex. Sige po. Ito yung sinasabi kanina, non-cumulative cannot be accumulated and non-commutative. Actually, ngayon ko palang pala nasabi siya. Hindi po siya naiipon. Hindi mo siya pwedeng ipunin at hindi mo siya pwedeng i-convert sa cash. Before, kung merong nakapag-avail na po dito ng maternity leave na 60 days, before the EMLA, meron ding mga times na ang mga nanay, after 45 days, nakaka-secure na ng medical certificate certifying that they can report they are physically able and physically ready to report back to work after 45 days. So meron pa siyang 15 days. Anong ginagawa ng mga nanay? Kino-convert sa cash or kino-commute. So binabayaran pa po yung 15 days kung magtatrabaho ka na after 45 days. But with EMLA, bawal na po lahat yon. Kasi nga po, ipinasa yung batas para makarecuperate ang mga nanay at saka makaban sa mga anak nila in case of buhay yung ipinanganak natin. At ayaw po nating ma-defeat yung purpose, ma-circumvent po yan by allowing commutation. Bawal na po ang commutation of maternity leave. Hindi rin po pwedeng i-defer. When I say defer, nanganak ka ngayon, next week na ako magma-maternity leave, si-sick leave muna ako. No. Right from the day na manganak ka, kung hindi ka po nag-avail ng advanced maternity leave, so once you deliver, start na po ng ating maternity leave at tuloy-tuloy po siya. Hindi po pwede na may papasok ka after 1 month, magli-leave ka ng 1 month, papasok ka ng 1 week, and then itutuloy mo. Hindi po. Kailangan po continuous and uninterrupted manner. But for PNS, I'm sure, tulad ng sinabi ni Sir Santos, no, ginagrant natin talaga na walang problema to, tuloy-tuloy. Especially with the teachers, no, nagkukuha nga tayo ng substitute teacher pag may mga anak na teacher. Still, on Section 11, okay na po tayo sa Section 11. We now move to Section 12, which is extended maternity leave. This is a new provision. Ito po yung sinabi natin kanina na on top of the 105 days ML, meron pa tayong opportunity to extend it to another 30 days. Kung gusto po nating may bayad, i-charge natin sa ating SL or VL kung wala na po tayong SL. And kung wala naman pong wala na tayong leave, so without pay na po tayo. Ang kaibahan lang sa without pay, pag maternity leave, na extended maternity leave of 30 days, this will not be considered as gap in the service. So again, kung with pay, SL or VL, kung without pay, don't worry, hindi po siya i-consider as gap in the service. Yun lang po ang ating napaka-liberated na extended maternity leave. So ano lang ang kailangan gawin? 45 days before the end of the 105 maternity leave ay kailangan mag-submit tayo po ng application ng extension. Pero kung in case of emergency, maiintindihan ni principal pero isinama na rin sa policy na in case of emergency, hindi naman nire-require na makasubmit agad ng notice in writing, no? Pero after the emergency, please mag-submit na po tayo ng application for extension. Next. We're now on section 13. Gaano ba kadalas pwedeng pagbigyan ang maternity leave? Tuwing mabubuntis po tayo. Tuwing mabubuntis ang babae, bibigyan ka po ng chance na maka-avail ng maternity leave. So, ito ang common question, ano? Sa isang taon, gaano ba kadalas pwedeng manganak or makunan ng isang babae? Say na nabuntis ka ng November, nakunan ka ng January. Kaya mo, pwede ka na pong mag-avail ng January ng 60 days maternity leave. Since miscarriage siya or stillborn, 60 days lang po ang i-allow. And then, nabuntis ka ulit ng March at nanganak ka ng December. So, that's another instance ng pagbubuntis at panganganak. So, in a year, you can have 2 maternity leave. At kung mas marami pa po doon, say, wag naman sana, nabuntis at nakunan, nabuntis at nakunan, nabuntis at nakunan, hanggang sa kung ilang beses ka po na nabuntis at nanganak or nakunan sa isang taon, yun po yung dami ng maternity leave na maa-avail mo. Clear po ba? Or wala tayong chance na mag-ano eh. Ito ang difference ng online. Kung may whiteboard lang sana, I can discuss this fully. Pero that's the most that I can do. Kung makunan ka ng January, that's 1 ml. Mabuntis ka ulit ng March and makunan ka ng May, and that's another ml. Kung mabuntis ka ng July at makunan ka ulit ng September, that's another ml. So every instance of pregnancy, regardless of frequency, makaka-avail po tayo ng maternity leave. Next po is section 14. This is a new provision. Wala pong provision ito sa MC 41. The availment of maternity leave shall not be used as basis for the diminution or reduction in rank, status, or salary of the female employee or termination of her employment. Bawal po na i-discriminate natin ang mga kababaihan na nagbuntis dahil sabi nila hindi na raw ganun kasing productive at magkakaroon pa nga ng maternity leave. Bawal po na i-demote natin or i-terminate natin ang employment ng mga babae dahil nga po sila ay nabuntis. So with this, clear na po ang security of tenure and non-discrimination clause ng mga kababaihan na may chance na magbuntis. Next, sir. This is section 15. Maternity leave after termination of employment. Diba sabi natin kanina, regardless of status ng mga female employees, ay entitled na sila sa maternity leave. So what if yung mga contractual or fixed term ang kanilang employment at sila po ay nabuntis habang empleyado? Pwede po ba silang maka-avail ng maternity leave? Ano ang sinasabi ng Section 15? Maternity leave with full pay if the childbirth, miscarriage, or emergency termination of pregnancy occurs not more than 15 calendar days after the termination of employee's service. So kung nabuntis siya at nanganak, nabuntis siya during the period of her employment at nanganak siya, not terminated na po ang kanyang services. Within 15 days na terminate ang kanyang services, pag nanganak po siya doon, entitled pa rin sa maternity leave dahil na-earn niya na po yung kanyang right during sa kanyang employment. At kung ang termination po ay illegal, in case of illegal termination of employment, the prescriptive period of 15 calendar days shall not apply. So it means kung hindi po illegal ang termination, yung pag-terminate ng kanyang employment, kahit po beyond 15 days pa siya nanganak, ay entitled pa rin po siya sa maternity leave. Still on section 15, ito po ang ating second question for the day. Just to emphasize, my contract ended on November 5, 2022. My estimated date of delivery is on November 20, 2020. Sorry, November 2020. November 5, 2020, nag-end ang contract. Ang expected date of delivery is on November 20, 2020. Am I entitled to ML? Yes or no? True or false? Can we give time to our participants to type in their answer? May mga nagsasagot po ba?
Okay, so we have few responses here, Madam Rowena. We have yes answers. We have true. Some of them said true. Okay. Okay, so the answers are coming in. Most of them answered yes.
Yes. Most of them, not all. Can we see, sino po kaya ang
Some of
nagsasagot?
them keyed in
True.
true, not yes.
True.
Okay, so
So, yes or
anyways,
true is the
yeah,
same din
yeah.
naman, no? Walang nag-no?
I encountered one, ma'am. Oh,
Oh, okay.
but 98% answered yes.
Yes. Ang sarap sana lang itanong nung nag-no, bakit kaya no ang answer niya? Kung nasa Zoom lang tayo, we can give the ones who answered no the chance to explain their answer. But since FB Live nga po tayo, so we'll now get to see the correct answer in the next slide.
Okay.
Aha. So, ito po, yung 98% na nagsabi na yes or true, you are correct. You are entitled to 105 days ML with full pay, provided that live childbirth occurred within the period of 6 to November to 20 of November 2020. Kaya ko interested dun sa nagsagot ng no, kasi ang nakalagay lang sa ating question ay expected delivery. Hindi naman sinabi na talagang nanganak siya doon. Maybe that's the reason kung bakit nag-no yung 2%. Kung babasahin po natin ulit yung question, sinabi niya expected delivery lang niya ay November 20. So baka meron tayong participant na nagsabi na expected delivery lang naman. What if ang actual delivery is November 21? Then tama po, hindi na entitled. So to clarify lang po, entitled provided that live childbirth occurred within the period of November 6 to November 20. Yan po kasi yung 15 days after ng termination ng November 5, 2020. So thank you po to those who participated. We're now moving to section 16. How about the maternity leave of employees with pending administrative case? Wala pong section 16 sa ating MC41. Bago po ito sa ating MC5 series of 2021. So diniscuss na, maliwanag na po ngayon. For those employees, female employees with pending administrative case, maternity leave benefits shall be enjoyed by the female employee, even if she has a pending administrative case. Lagi po nating tatandaan since pending administrative case po siya, it means wala pa po yung decision. So, di ba sinasabi ng mga lawyers, unless proven guilty, yun pong ating person complained of ay will be treated as innocent. Since pending, so wala pang decision, innocent pa po ang ating female employees with pending administrative case, and they can enjoy maternity leave benefits. I hope that's clear po. Next. Meron po tayong mga empleyado na under preventive suspension. Yung mga may, although pending yung kanilang case, hinihir pa po, meron na pong ibang pinapa-preventive suspension, so they will not be able to do anything with the papers na magiging evidences po. They will not be able to tamper or influence other personnel na makakabago sa desisyon ng hinihir na case. So in case po na on preventive suspension ng ating female employee at nanganak, allowed pa rin po na magkaroon ng maternity leave. Kung under suspension naman po, nakasuspend na siya. Yun po ang difference yung preventive suspension at saka penalty of suspension. Preventive suspension, hindi pa po yan penalty. Sinususpend ka lang so you will not be able to influence yung mga testimonies or evidences na gagamitin sa pag-hear ng iyong case. Whereas, penalty of suspension, it means mayroon na pong decision sa case, decided na yung case at ikaw po ay nahatulan ng suspension. Kung suspended po ang ating empleyado na buntis at nanganak, i-require pa rin po na serve ang suspension after na makapag-maternity leave. So kung under suspension, penalty of suspension, pwede ka pa rin mag-maternity leave, pero isususpend yung kanyang wag natin gamitin yung suspend. Baka madoble-doble na. Isususpend yung suspension. Ititigil muna yung suspension. I-allow muna siyang mag-maternity leave. After niya mag-maternity leave, at saka po itutuloy na iserve ang unexpired portion of the suspension. For example, I'm on my 8th month ngayon. At ang aking meron po akong case at na-decidean ang aking suspension na masususpend ako ng 6 months. So, starting today. After 30 days, ako'y nanganak. Pa-avail mo po muna sa akin ang maternity leave. That's with pay. Maternity leave with pay na 105 days. After that, tsaka po i-continue yung suspension. Yung another 5 months na natitira. Kasi kung meron akong penalty na 6 months suspension, na iserve ko pa lang po ay isang buwan, 30 days, tapos nag-maternity leave na ako. After na may maternity leave, tsaka lang po itutuloy ang natitirang suspension period, which is 5 months pa sa ating example. I hope it's clear din po. So, we can move on to the next. Ito po. The employee cannot enjoy maternity leave if during childbirth, miscarriage, or early termination of pregnancy, a decision in administrative case found her guilty with a penalty of dismissal from the service has become final and executory. Kanina, guilty na rin siya. Pero less grave ang kanyang case. So, ang penalty is just suspension. This time around, grave ang kanyang case, siguro, kaya po, ang penalty na niya ay dismissal from the service. At ang dismissal from the service, the decision, is final and executory. Then, hindi ka na po makaka-enjoy ng maternity leave. Kasi we give the penalty of dismissal for grave cases lang naman. At para mahatulan ka ng dismissal, it means ay medyo grabe na yung iyong ginawa. So, hindi ka na po entitled sa maternity leave. Unlike dun kanina na suspension, it means less grave po yung kaso sa'yo. Kaya mas generous pa, no? Within your suspension period, pwede ka pang mag-avail ng maternity leave. Pero kung ang hatol ay dismissal from the service at yun na po ay final and executory, then the female employee cannot enjoy the maternity leave. Parang may question po tayo after that. Just to Sa next slide po. Okay. May question tayo later on para to emphasize lang yung rule na yun. Ano po? To summarize, ito po, availment of expanded maternity leave benefits. Kung pending investigation and case resolution, ongoing ang case, ibig sabihin po, check, makaka-avail ka ng maternity leave. Kung ikaw ay on preventive suspension, merong appeal, makaka-avail ka pa rin po ng maternity leave. So, it's another check. Kung suspended ka na, it means may penalty na, may decision na ang case. Ang penalty mo ay suspension. Still, a green check, makaka-avail ka pa rin po ng maternity leave. Kailan lang hindi? Kung ang decision sa iyong case ay dismissal and final and executory na ang decision, then a very, very big red X. Wala na po. Ikaw makiklaim na hindi ka na makaka-avail ng maternity leave benefits. That's the summary of Section 16 po in graphical. Mas madali yatang tandaan pagka naka-table. Ito na yung ating question. Example to, Ivana was dismissed from the service due to a disciplinary case. She gave birth within 15 days from the promulgation of the decision. Ayan po dinismiss daw from the service kasi ang kaso niya disciplinary case. So, ang penalty ay dismissal. Within 15 days na ma-promulgate ang decision, dinismiss po siya, pero within 15 days, nanganak. Entitled po ba si Ivana to maternity leave? Yes or no? Nakita ko na si Ma'am Myla Gabinete. Nakikita pala kung siguro pa isa-isa lang. Ma'am Myla answered no. Isa lang ang pumasok sa akin na reply. Ma'am Adeline Ulson answered no. Hindi entitled to ML. Ma'am Jocelyn Lipao answered yes. Entitled daw. Wow, sarap nito. Ma'am Zeri Maritoria answered no. So we have 3 no's so far dun sa mga nakikita ko. And 1 yes. 4 no's na po. Another no from Ma'am Jennifer Tolentino. Sir Rena Nuwas, no daw po. Hindi entitled sa maternity leave. Ma'am Mildred Santos, hindi entitled. Ma'am, so far, mas maraming no. Another yes, this is just the second yes. Ma'am Soto, Nancy Galientes Soto, yes daw po, entitled to maternity leave. And Ma'am Roel, Sir Roel Tiza, yes. So mix na, no? Medyo lumalaban ng yes, pero mas marami pa rin ng no. Let us see nakasagot na kaya lahat? Baka yung may mga gusto pang sumagot, ma-preempt natin if we will now show the correct answer. Dandaran. Answer to question number 3. Yes, entitled. Yung mas konting sumagot. Hindi naman sinabi na final and executory na yung decision. So if it's not yet final and executory, pwedeng mag-grant ng maternity leave benefit ang nanganak na empleyado na nahatulan na ng dismissal. Makikita po natin sa dispositive portion ng decision kung final and executory. Kung wala pong nakalagay na final and executory, within 15 days na nanganak si employee, after niya ma-terminate, after niya mahatulan ng dismissal, pwede pa rin siyang maka-avail ng maternity leave. So, palakpakan naman yung kukuunting nag-yes. Na-trick tayo, no? Kasi, inulit ko kanina, kailangan final and executory. Then, dun sa question, nag-silent, hindi sinabing final and executory. Technicality lang naman po. So, yung konting nag-yes, 3 or 4 lang yata. Congratulations po, hindi kayo na-trick ng ating question. Next, Section 17, allocation of maternity leave credits. Ito, the option to allocate is not applicable to maternity leave in cases of miscarriage and emergency termination of pregnancy or ETP. It includes stillbirth din po, yung nanganak na patay yung bata. Hindi po tayo magkakaroon ng allocation. Kasi kung miscarriage or ETP or stillbirth, 60 days lang po ang ating maternity leave. At ang pwede lang mag-allocate yung entitled doon sa 105 days na maternity leave. At hindi po kasama yung nakunan, yung emergency termination, yung may mga hindi naman siya nakunan pero because risky yung nanay, mas hindi maging safe ang delivery, tinatanggal na lang po yung bata. Meron po tayong mga ganong cases. And yung pagkapanganak ay declared na stillborn, yung baby, 60 days lang po, hindi po 105. Hence, the mother, the female employee, will not be able to allocate some of her maternity leave credits. Section 17 of the new MC po, MC5. Next po. Anong gagamitin natin? Kung entitled tayo sa allocation, CS Form number 6A, Series of 2020. So, kanina, yung mga regular filing lang po, CS Form number 6. Kung mag-allocate po tayo, that will be CS Form number 6A. And yung SSS po, nag-provide din ng form to be used in case for our private employees, and then dun sa mga hindi nag-serve sa government pero hindi considered as employees of the government like the COS or our JOs, sa SSS form po ang kanilang gagamitin. At sa SSS sila makaka-claim, not from the agency na nag-hire po sa kanila. So, ayan, ito mas madaling mag-retain sa ating isip, pagka merong picture. Ito po yung sa left niya, yung tatlong bilog na yan. So, employee, it means yung female employee po na mag-a-avail ng maternity leave, pwedeng mag-allocate sa father. Kung hindi pwedeng wala si tatay or incapacitated ang tatay, pwede po sa alternate caregiver. Kailan po ito lang natin ginagawa? In case of death or permanent incapacity of the female employee. Hindi pa niya po ubos yung maternity leave sa kasamaang palad. So kung mayroon siyang 105 days, say 50 days pa lang namatay po si nanay, yung maternity leave niya po na natitira ay pwedeng ibigay dun sa tatay. Or kung hindi po available yung tatay, pwede po sa alternate caregiver. Yung balance po ng maternity leave na hindi na-enjoy ni nanay because of her death, untimely death, yun, pwede pong i-allocate sa tatay or sa alternate caregiver. Next slide. Ito po yung mga conditions ng accrual. Pwede po na ibigay sa tatay or kung hindi available si tatay, kung hindi niya kaya, pwede po sa alternate caregiver, provided na yung maternity leave benefits have not yet been commuted to cash. Meron po tayong mga empleyado at meron din tayong mga agencies na nag-grant ng commutation. Iba po yung, wag po kayong malito ha. When we say commutation kanina na bawal dun sa early part ng presentation, sinabi ko po, maternity leave cannot be commuted. Ito po yung for example, 105 days yung ating leave, di ba? Na ngayon, 105 days na. After 2 months, malakas ka na. Kaya mo na pumasok. Sabi mo, papasok ka na. Yung 45 days, peperahin ko. Yun po ang bawal. Ang sinasabi natin ngayon dito, na maternity leave benefits have not yet been commuted to cash, yung ina-advance ang sweldo dun sa 105 days. Di po ba tayo ay sumusweldo ng 15 at katapusan, 15.30? I don't know sa DepEd, pero kami kasi twice a month lang po kami nagsusweldo. once a month lang nagpe-prepare ng payroll and hinahati na po yung sweldo namin sa 15 at sa katapusan. There are employees na nagre-request po na i-advance ang sweldo nila sa maternity leave. Anyway, entitled naman sila doon. At depende sa budget, sa availability of funds ng isang agency, meron pong nakakapagbigay. Ito po yung tinatawag na, ito po yung minimin na commutation dito, commuted to cash. Kung nasweldo na niya, definitely, hindi na niya pwedeng i-allocate. Clear po ba tayo? Kung na-commuted na po sa cash yung sweldo while on your maternity leave, hindi pa tapos ang maternity leave mo, pero nasweldo mo na. That's legal kasi entitled ka naman na talaga sa maternity leave. Hindi ka naman talaga papasok doon. At meron mga generous agencies na pwede namang i-advance. Anyway, right mo naman na yon. So, kung na-advance mo na, wala ka na pong i-allocate. At ano ang condition in case na hindi pa siya na-advance yung sweldo, hinihintay mo lang din yung sweldo mo every quincenas o every katapusan, pero yun na nga, you have to allocate dahil nagkaroon ng untimely death dun sa ating female employee. Ang isasubmit lang natin, of course, is a certified true copy of the death certificate and then or medical certificate or abstract. Kailangan pong isubmit natin dun sa agency. Pareho po ng namatay na employee and the child's father or alternate caregiver. Yun lang po ang administrative procedure natin kung paano natin ma-avail yung allocation or accrual of maternity leave. I-submit natin yung certificate ng nanay kung hindi siya para po ma-allocate ang remaining maternity leave niya sa tatay at kung ang tatay naman po ay incapacitated, hindi kayang mag-alaga ng anak, isasubmit din po natin ang medical certificate proof na incapacitated po yung tatay para po ang maternity leave, an expired portion of the maternity leave will be accrued to the alternate caregiver. Matter of procedure natin sa ating HRMO. Kung ano po ba yung hihingin nating documents sa mag-a-avail po ng allocation of maternity leave. Continue lang natin. Ito, in case na the ML benefits have already been paid to the female employee na advance na niya, yung sinasabi kong sweldo kanina at ginrant naman ng agency, there's no illegal about that, so pwede pong mangyari yon. Nasweldo mo na yung 105 days mo, pero after 50 days na matay ka, so ano ngayon ang pwede mong ibigay doon sa mag-aalaga ng anak mo, doon sa tatay or doon sa alternate caregiver? Pwede mo pong ibigay sa kanila yung remaining portion na that's 105 minus 50, meron ka pang 55 days. However, hindi na po susweldo yung tatay. Excused absent lang po. At ito po ay leave without pay. However, ang nagawa na lang ng batas, hindi siya gap in the service. Hindi na siya susweldo. Naka-absent lang siya, pero hindi siya gap in the service. Bakit hindi siya susweldo? Di ba na-advance na nga nung nanay bago siya mamatay? In-advance niya yung sweldo niya sa 105 days. Ngayon kung namatay siya, tapos pasusweldohin pa rin yung tatay dun sa remaining, double na po yun. So the most that the agency can give is to grant the absence of the father, pero this time around, leave without pay siya, kaya lang, ang good news, hindi siya gap in the service. I hope I'm going naiintindihan naman at naipapaliwanag ko namang mabuti. Kung may clarification po na kailangan, i-type lang po doon sa ating comment box. So, ito just to test kung I was able to get through the meaning of the discussion na po. Can the child's father enjoy the unexpired portion of maternity leave of the female employee in case of her death or permanent incapacity. Diba? May 105 days na maternity leave, pero 50th day ng maternity leave namatay ang ating female employee na nanganak. Or wag naman namatay, masyadong morbid. Na-declare siya na permanent incapacitated na siya. May enjoy daw ba nung tatay ang unexpired portion of maternity leave? Yes or no? I've seen a yes from Ma'am Josie Estrada. Yes. From Ma'am Nancy. Sir Tito, yes din. Ang cute naman ng name. Tama ba yun? Jazz and then Min, Tito. So, I don't know kung male or female. Ma'am Eden Cardaño, yes din. May na-miss din akong yes. Lahat yata nag-yes. Ma'am Mira Flores, yes. Ma'am Fals, yes. Ma'am Faurilio, yes. Let us see nga. Parang puro yes naman ang sagot. Can the child's father enjoy the unexpired portion of maternity leave? Dandaran. Drum roll. Yes. Uy. Ang haba pa ng explanation ko kanina. Baka isang basa lang. Alam naman na pala ang sagot. Ano? The balance of the maternity leave of the female employee shall accrue to the child's father. At lahat po kayo ay tama ang sagot. Kaya pala walang nagpo-post ng question dun sa comment section. Maliwanag naman pala. With or without me, no? Basahin lang yung MC. Clear naman. Salamat po. Let us continue. Another question. Aha. A male employee who is already entitled to paternity leave cannot enjoy allocated maternity leave and vice versa. Vice versa meaning, inallocated na siya ng maternity leave, bawal na siyang mag-paternity leave. Is this true or false? Is this statement true or false? Nag-paternity leave na siya ng 7 days. Diba? Entitled sa paternity leave. Ngayon, ina-allocatean pa siya ng kanyang asawa na nanganak. Pwede po ba? Entitled ba siya? True or false? Ma'am Gil Longos answered true. Ma'am Zeri Maritoria answered false. Oy, it's a tie. And balon-balunan. Ma'am Taladtad, is this ma'am or sir? Si Vedol. Answered yes or true. Meron pa po bang dadagdag? Ma'am Ann Seranillo answered yes. Ma'am Nancy answered false. Ma'am Nolasco, Mayang Nolasco answered false also. Ma'am Lianza, true. Parang Ma'am, Sir Raymond, baka sir answered false. Ang higpit ng laban, Ma'am Mildred Santos answered false. Parang lamang na ang false, no? Ma'am Razen Daraga, false. Evelyn Silvestre, false. Ma'am Catherine Arga, true. Let us reveal nga the correct answer. The answer to question number 5 is false. Ang sabi kasi, hindi na raw ba allowed mag-claim? False. Kasi allowed. Pagka may 7 days paternity leave ka na, pwede ka pa rin ma-allocatean ng another 7 days maternity leave. So all in all, you can avail maximum of 14 days. So yung allocation leave under RA number 11210 is over and above the 7 days paternity leave na entitled ang mga tatay. Optional lang naman po yung allocated leave. Kung hindi ka a-allocate ng nanay, ayaw kang pag-alagain ng anak, baka kinukurot mo pagka wala si nanay. 7 days paternity leave lang po ang entitled ka. O baka mamaya, tinitimplahan ng gatas yung bata kahit wala pa sa oras. Ganun yung mga tatay, no? Ang solusyon nila, pagka umiyak yung anak, gatas agad. Pero hindi nila alam, merong oras dapat ng pagpapadede ng anak. At alam po ng mga nanay yon. Kaya yung iba takot mag-allocate ng leave sa mga tatay. So option po ng ng mag-asawa, no? Pag-usapan nila kung gagrantan ba ng maternity leave ang tatay. Pero kung napag-usapan nila na gusto nila mag-allocate, pwede po, maximum of 7 days on top of the paternity leave. Ito po, another example. Preggy gave a live childbirth on April 5, 2019. Wala sanang magkamali kasi nagkamali ako dito kanina. Merong typo error ang aking PowerPoint sa mga dates. Year lang naman. Yung 2019 nagawang 2021, no? So, sana wag yun na maging reason. Baka matrick kayo ng question 6 natin. So, nanganak daw po si Preggy on April 5, 2019 at ginrantan siya ng 60 days maternity leave. Sino ang nag-approve ng maternity leave ng ating mga teachers or even non-teachers, DepEd ng PNS? Si SDS po ba? Ang in-apply niya, 60 days, ginrant naman siya ng 60 days. Nag-apply siya, nanganak siya noong April 5. Pero anong sabi? Di ba nagkaroon nga tayo ng IRR? Can she claim the remaining 45 days of her 105 days maternity leave? I can see some yeses. Another yes. Yes. This is a no-brainer, ano? Tinawa lang na trick. Sige po, we can reveal na the answer. Naliwanag naman, no? Kahit po, anong essence ng April 5? Kasi yung April 5 po is after March 11, 2019, which is the effectivity of the law. Kaya lang yung iba nag-grant ng 60 days dahil wala pang IRR. Medyo na-late yung IRR natin eh. May 1, 2019 lang po napirmahan ng IRR. But then again, meron po doon transitory provision stating na those who were granted 60 days na maternity leave, they will be able to enjoy the remaining 45 days of the maternity leave. So, entitled po. At walang nagkamali, I hope. Kung nakikita ko naman, may mga nafa-flash dito na answers. Kung lahat lang yun ang nagsagot, lahat naman po sila, they answered yes. So, we can leave it na. Next. Ito na po, inunahan ko lang ng question, yung transitory provision. The qualified female employees who gave live childbirth or suffered miscarriage and emergency termination of pregnancy upon the effectivity of RA number 11210 on March 11, 2019, but were only granted less than what is stipulated under the new law, shall be entitled to 105 days or 60 days with full pay. Kailan po ulit 105? Kung buhay yung bata na ipinanganak natin. 60 days kung pre-terminated ang pregnancy or miscarriage or stillborn. 60 days lamang po. So you can find it in the CSC Resolution number 210020 dated January 7, 2021. Nasagot na po ito ng ating question. So, no more clarification siguro na. Ito po, they may resume their remaining maternity leave and receive unpaid maternity leave benefits due them. Pwede po nilang ituloy yung maternity leave na nahinto dahil nga 60 days lang or 60 days or lesser pa. Kasi kung miscarriage, baka 1 month lang ang ginrant. Ano po? I mean, kung miscarriage, definitely hindi 105 ang igagrant doon. So, 60 days lang. Kung pumasok ka na, nung wala pa yung IRR, baka pinayagan na pumasok earlier on, pwede mo pang pwede mo pang i-extend ang iyong maternity leave. All you have to do is notify, of course, the agency or office using CSC Form Number 6, Revised 2020. Another inclusion in the transitory provision, female employees whose sick or vacation leave credits were deducted following the application of the old maternity leave law, rules and regulations shall be entitled to restoration of the same. So, for example, nanganak ka, hindi stillborn yung baby, no? Normal delivery, nanganak ka ng isang malusog na sanggol ng January 1. Oh no, ng it should be after March 11, ng April 1. April 1 ka nanganak, so ang in-apply mong maternity leave ay 60 days, that would be until May 30. Hindi ka pa pumasok agad after May 30. Pumasok ka ng July na. So naka-incur ka na ng sick leave or vacation leave dahil sumobra ka na sa 60 days. Yun po ay i-restore ng ating HR. Ibabalik po sa iyo yung nabawas sa yung sick leave or vacation leave para makuha mo po yung 105 days na maternity leave benefit under the new law. So, ano-anong forms? Dalawa lang po ang in-introduce kong, minention kong form for today. Yung form number 6, revised 2020. Yun po yung application for leave. And then yung CSC form number 6A, revised din po, series of 2020. Ito po kung mag-allocate tayo ng maternity leave sa tatay ng bata or sa alternate caregiver. Hindi na po tayo gumagamit ng CS form number 41 or medical certificate form for leave. Wala na po yun. Discontinued na po natin ha. Baka meron pa dyan mga nag-download or nag-print ng CS form number 41. Hindi na po natin kailangan. Ito po in summary, itinable na po natin para mas madaling mag-retain sa ating memory. So, ito po entitled sa maternity leave benefit ang ating female worker kung live birth, 105 days. Kung miscarriage or pre-terminated or stillborn, 60 days lamang po. Magkakaroon ng additional maternity leave benefit kung solo parent ang nanay. And pwede pa pong mag-extend ng 30 days. Now, hindi na nga lang po susweldohan. Wala nang bayad. It's either charge sa sick leave or vacation leave or kung wala kang bayad, kung ayaw mabawasan ng iyong sick leave at vacation leave, pwede namang walang bayad. At hindi po ito i-consider na gap in the service. So, ang tagal, ano po, for example, solo parent ka. So, meron kang 105 days plus 15 days, that's 120. And another 30 days, kung gusto mo pang magpahinga, that's 150 days, more or less 5 months. Meron po tayong ibang countries na maternity leave pa lang 5 months na. Meron pong nag-grant ng ganun. So, medyo nag-improve na po tayo at medyo lume-level up na ng konti. Kaya lang yung 30 days without pay po yun. I think New Zealand, 5 months ang maternity leave with pay po lahat. Pero we should be happy na rin kasi from mere 60 days before, no, that's plus 45 days, 1.5 months na po agad yung dagdag sa atin. Sa child's father naman, kung legitimate spouse, yan, kailangan po kasal ha. Yun lamang po ang entitled sa 7 days paternity leave. Wala pong additional na maternity leave pagka solo parent. Kasi solo parent nga yung nanay, pinaghirap mo na nga yung nanay. Iniwanan mo na nga. Huwag ka naman mag-avail ng maternity leave pa. Ng paternity leave. So maternity leave, wala naman po ang alternate caregiver. Meron siya mamaya yung accrual. Ito lang po, summary lang po ito ang ating slide na ito. So ito, sa accrual naman, kung 105 days maternity leave ang ginrant doon sa ating female employee at bayad siya ng buo, tapos along the way po na declared siya as incapacitated na si nanay. 105 days binayaran na sa kanya pero sa 60th day ay incapacitated na siya. Yung kabuuan ng 105 maia-accrue po natin sa tatay. Kaya lang kung bayad na si nanay, hindi na po susweldo. Absent lang po siya pero walang gap in the service. Sa alternate caregiver, kung ano po yung pwedeng i-avail ni tatay sana, maibibigay na po natin kay alternate caregiver. The same lang din in case na wala si tatay or incapacitated din si tatay. In case naman po na hindi bayad ang 105 days, hindi pa bayad, hindi kinumute ni nanay, live with pay po yung maa-accrue na maternity leave credits dun sa tatay niya. This is just a summary of what we have discussed. Tinabular form lang po para mas mag-retain sa atin. Next po. Wala nang next. Wow, ang bilis natin kasi walang clarification, no? So that's for maternity leave and paternity leave. I hope I was able to share something sa inyo po. Pero kung meron pa po tayong i-clarify, pwede po tayong mag-chat ng question. Tama po ba, Sir Alex? Ibibigay na lang siguro sa akin yung question. So, or dito na lang sa chat box so I can see it po.
Okay.
Tama ba, Sir Denard? Sorry.
Thank you so much, ma'am. To our audience, kindly key in your queries using the comment section on Facebook to let us know of the concerns that you'd like to be addressed. So we are privileged that we have Ma'am Kunanan today to address the issues or concerns that you have in mind. So please, if you have questions, please key in your queries using the Facebook comment section. So we'll be waiting.
Wow! Ay, sorry sir
Yes,
na-excite. Nakita ko si Miss Lorna, she's watching via FB Live. Thank you, Lawrence.
Okay, maybe we can give a minute or two for our audience to key in their questions. Okay, so we already have here one question from
yes.
Ma'am Cherry Maritoria. So may I read this, ma'am?
Yes
Okay.
po, sure,
So
sir.
her query is, how about po sa CS child delivery? How many days po ang leave of absence granted?
For our new policy po under Civil Service MC5 series of 2021, hindi na po kino-qualify ang delivery kahit CS or normal. Pareho na po ng number of days na ibinibigay. It's 105 days po. Kahit normal delivery or cesarean. Pareho na po, 105. Maximum of 105.
Thank you so much. I guess Ma'am Cherry's query is addressed already. So we have 105 days for both normal delivery and cesarean section delivery. What else? Okay. So we still have time. We still have 30 minutes before 12 o'clock. So we have ample time to address the queries or the issues that you have in mind. Just use the comment section or the chat box so that we can see and post your queries.
Kung wala pong question, sige, takaw sa sa airtime. Bebentahan namin kayo ng program namin. No naman not bebentahan, no. We will just campaign. Kasi po nainggit kami sa ibang provinces, nationwide. Lawrence, correct me if I'm wrong ha. Wala po akong ma-recall na DepEd employee or teachers na na-awardan recently sa ating Honor Awards program. So, ito po, yearly po na kinakampaign namin ng Civil Service Commission ang ating Honor Awards, Search for Outstanding Government Employees. At naiinggit po kami sa totoo lang, ang daming teachers po na na-awardan sa other provinces, not just in Region 4, ano, but even in the other parts of the Philippines, Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao. Pero sad to say, wala po akong ma-recall na meron from Palawan. Baka this year po, meron tayo from PNS. Yung mga teachers natin na even pandemic, nagdi-deliver ng modules sa mga kanilang mag-aaral, sa mga estudyante na nakita ko. Meron po ako nakitang vlog na tumatawid ng ilog, umaakyat ng bundok just to deliver the materials. Naku, ay siguro naman po bato na lang yung puso nung hindi makakita ng sacrifices ng ating teachers. Baka naman po gusto nating i-nominate sa ating Honor Awards program para naman po mas ma-inspire pa yung nakakaraming teachers, natularan sila, at magtuloy-tuloy po ang motivation kung nakikita po ng ating mga kapwa-lingkod kawani na nare-recognize po ang kanilang efforts. So, if you will allow us po, ang alam ko, nag-email. Ito si Lawrence, wala pa po from DepEd PPC and DepEd Palawan. I hope na-receive po. Sabi ko kay Lawrence na maghingi kami ng email address ng at least mga principals so we can email the form and the guidelines. Meron po tayong 3 category, CSC Pag-asa, Dangal ng Bayan, and Presidential Lingkod. So, CSC Pag-asa and Presidential Lingkod, ito po yung sa accomplishments ng ating mga lingkod bayani. The other category, Dangal ng Bayan, doon naman po sa manifestation ng ating 8 norms of conduct sa ugali, sa behavior naman po ng ating mga empleyado, ng ating mga guro. Doon po sa 3 na yon, pwede po tayong mag-nominate. Clear naman po yung guidelines. Kung ang accomplishments po ay merong effect sa department, pwede po yun sa CSC Pag-asa. Kung more than 2 po, 2 departments po ang napaganda, ang effect, ang nabigyan ng magandang impact ng accomplishments, then pwede na po yun sa Presidential Lingkod. And then yung Dangal ng Bayan Awards po ay sobrang prestigious po nito. At ito po ay binibigay natin dun sa mga empleyado ng gobyerno na nagpapamalas ng 8 norms of conduct. Yung ating 8 norms of conduct po, simple living, professionalism, patriotism, yung mga ganun po na kaugalian ng ating mga guro at iba pang lingkod bayani, ibang empleyado ng DepEd, pwede po nating i-nominate. We will start accepting the nomination on January 2022. Pero until March 31 lang po yan every year ang pag-accept namin ng nomination. So this early, baka kaya na po nating mag-start ng write-up. 10 pages lang po maximum ang ating write-up. Hindi na po pwedeng sumobra doon. So we can start writing the accomplishments at mag-gather ng MOV, means of verification. Pero sa CSC, we call it ERs, evidence requirements, na i-attach po natin sa ating write-up to say nakarapat dapat po ang ating mga kasamaan sa trabaho na ma-nominate ang ating mga kapwa lingkod bayani. Mura lang po ang premyo, 200,000 lang naman. So sana maging inspiration po 'yon ng ating mga teachers na mag-nominate po ng kanilang kapwa guro. And even the non-teaching personnel po ng DepEd, pwede po tayong mag-nominate. Teachers or non-teachers po, non-teaching staff. Welcome po kayo lahat. Thank you, sir.
Okay, so I guess we have a lot of teachers here and employees here at Palawan National School who may be interested to join. I guess the guidelines are available on
Na-email
the
na daw, sir.
CSC website.
Na-email, in fact, nag-email pa kami.
Okay.
It's available for download, pero para hindi na po kayo mahihirapan, na-email na raw po sa mga school heads.
I
And
see.
even the nomination
Okay.
form.
Okay. Yes, ma'am. So we'll be waiting for some updates and announcements coming from our school principal and administrative officer with regard to that honor awards. Okay, so that will be a big thing for this school year if we will be seeing Palawan National School teachers and employees being honored on stage. So thank you so much, ma'am, for sharing with us the information.
Thank you,
Um,
sir. Looking forward to receiving nominations from PNS. Sana po, magtulungan po tayo.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much too. Our heartfelt thanks to the resources speaker, Madam Rowena Mares Cunanan, for the updates regarding maternity and paternity leave, as well as the campaign for the honors awards. We appreciate your effort in providing us up-to-date information with regard to that matter, backed with various legal bases. I believe the members of the audience are now enlightened as to the provisions provided for the civil servants to enjoy their parental rights, privileges, and benefits. At this point in time, we shall virtually award the Certificate of Recognition to Ma'am Rowena Mares Cunanan for joining us live in today's GOD webinar series. Okay, so let me read the certificate content. The Republic of the Philippines, Department of Education, Mimaropa Region, Division of Puerto Princesa City, Palawan National School, Puerto Princesa City, awards this certificate of recognition to Ma'am Rowena Mares Cunanan, Director to Civil Service Commission, Palawan Field Office, for the unwavering service and valuable time that she extended for Palawan National School community as resource speaker during the conduct of Gender and Development webinar with the theme Your Rights Matter, CSC updates on maternity and paternity leave, given at Palawan National School, Puerto Princesa City on November 15, 2021. Signed, Principal 4, Dr. Eduardo G. Santos, Principal 4 of Palawan National School. Once again, thank you so much, Ma'am Rowena Mares Cunanan, for extending your time, for sharing your expertise, and for enlightening us with regard to those privileges that we teachers can enjoy. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you, sir. My pleasure. Your rights matter.
Yes, ma'am. Before we end this morning's virtual assembly, I would like to emphasize what John D. Rockefeller said in light of the topic that we've just had. According to him, every right implies a responsibility, every opportunity, an obligation, and every possession, a duty. Once again, good morning. Join us live again this afternoon with Sir Lino Cabrera as the virtual moderator. This has been Denard Budal. Good day and keep safe, everyone. Sorry, my bad. Before we end this morning, before we all go and eat our sumptuous lunch, may I call in Sir Teddy G. Aquino Jr., a teacher from Araling Panlipunan, for the reflection in this morning's program. Take it away, Sir Teddy.
Yes, Sir Denard. Good morning. Akala ko nakalimutan mo na po ako eh. Good morning po sa lahat ng PNSians. I'm Sir Toddy G. Aquino, Teacher 1 from AP Department. Pasasalamat po sa mga sumusunod. Unang-una po sa ating magiting na punong guro, Sir Eduardo G. Santos. Sa lahat po ng department, subject group heads, and to the ang bagong PNS administration. Sa ating pong OIC for Junior High School for the month of November, Office of the Assistant School Principal, Ma'am Lorna Ikiatson. Sa mahusay at maalam na guest speaker po para ngayong umaga, Ma'am Rowena M. Punanan, Director 2, CSC Palawan, Field Officer. Sa ating pong organizers, facilitators, and presenters, good morning po ulit. So, Sir Denard, can you still hear me? Audible po, sir?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You're loud and clear,
Okay.
Sir Teddy.
Thank you. So, syempre, earlier today po, Sir Denard, Budao said that rights equals accountability and responsibility po, no? The right of one person ends where the right of the other starts. So, rights are not absolute and must not be abused. And according to our focal person po, Pasagad, Ma'am Lorna Quezon thanked everyone for their attendance and participation. And she reiterated the importance of attending today's GAD webinar. Our school principal, Sir Ed Santos, assured everyone po about the guidelines and policies about paternity and maternity leave in conformance with the civil service provisions. And of course, we value and practice it in the PNS community po. Yan. Ma'am Rowena Cunanan highlighted the amendment to the Omnibus Rule on the Expanded Leave, CSC MC5 series of 2021 from the amended rule on the rules of leave, on leave, CSC MC number 41 series of 1998. And we appreciate Ma'am Rowena giving us roughly 2 hours po, no, from her busy schedule. She is extremely gracious din po to present a set of trivia and fact checks to further stimulate our interest in the topic. And she also entertained queries and provide clarification to our participants. The highlight po, syempre, ng kanyang talk was or is about EMLA, or the Expanded Maternity Leave Act. Rule 6 is this 16 sections 1 to, so marami po yan, no? But in a nutshell, the expanded parental leave, sabi nga po ni Ma'am Cunanan po, no, allows working parents to settle into their new family and create a new routine. So when they return to work, they can focus on their job more effectively. It also keeps employees happy. And in effect, they are encouraged to stay with the company longer and perform better. Our regular attendance din po and participation to GAD or any similar webinars allows us to be empowered and well-informed. Sabi nga nila po, information is power through our collective and vigilant practice of correct and updated information dissemination by inviting credible and competent speakers, facilitators, and other subject matter experts to help us be in the know and stay up to date with current trends and practices in the workplace. And to end my reflection for today, generally citing a line po from our DepEd admission vision, always po, tandaan natin that the school, family, community, and other stakeholders are actively engaged in every endeavor to achieve observable and fruitful results. Thank you, Sir Denard.
Thank you so much, Sir Teddy, for those reflective words. And thank you so much to the audience for or standing by. Again, join us live this afternoon with Sir Lino Cabrera as the virtual moderator. Perhaps we will be having our afternoon activity at around 1 or 1:30. Okay, so please stand by. This has been Leonard Budao. Have a safe day and have a happy midday meal, everyone. Bye and keep safe.